Okay, hey everybody, time for the digital marketing news this week. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to cover something that a lot of people are thinking about, which is the Google Medic update. So the Google Medic update was an update that came out that basically made it so that a lot of certain types of websites did not rank as well. And we're seeing this Google algorithm update, which is when Google changes the way that they rank websites, reverberate across the internet. So the first thing that you're seeing here is an article by Search Engine Roundtable. And what they're showing here is that the update is done. So it's fully rolled out. It is complete now. We're still seeing a little bit of fluctuations, but that's been taken care of. And then this next article talks a little bit about who it impacted. And one of the things that we found out is it was a global update, so it wasn't just google.us, right? Google has a lot of different types of countries that they have different Google domains in, right? So there's different Google search engines for every different country. So it was global, went across, all of these different all the different countries. And a lot of people thought that it had to do with what's called Your Money, Your Life pages. And these are pages that have to do with your money. So financial types of websites or life or health types of websites. And as I get a little bit more into the data, you're going to see a bit more on this. So as you can see in this pie chart right here, you can see that that big blue area right here shows that a lot of health websites were impacted. You can see also that a lot of business sites were impacted in this area right here. A lot of e-commerce sites here. Now we don't know that e-commerce is a website business model. It's not a theme of a website. So those could have been health e-commerce websites. Right, so that's pretty important. And then you can see these financial sites had a pretty big impact as well. And then there's been quite a bit of people have done some studies on these different things that impacted them. And based off of that, there's a few things that kind of came out of it. Let me see if I can find this for you real quick. So basically. And I can't, but I already went through the data, so I'll just tell you a little bit about it. So basically what happened is it looks like the sites that had higher domain authority, those sites with higher domain authority are ranking better. And the ones with lower domain authority, so they don't have as many external hyperlinks pointing at them from quality sites, are ranking worse. If they weren't quite as well optimized, they aren't ranking as well either. So it's like these general important indicators of quality websites just got much more important, and Google decided to make that change. And because of that, some sites are benefiting and some sites are not. Now, I will tell you one more quick thing. So if you look at tools like SEMrush, for example, what you're going to see is that you're going to see that there's a lot of fluctuations. And in some of the cases, those are not 100% correct. So please keep that in mind, that the fluctuations may not be 100% correct for your website. So if you're seeing a drop, sure, check it out and try to find out which areas dropped. So look at your Google Analytics and look at the specific landing pages and look for drops there. Look at SEMrush and look at the specific landing pages and try to figure out if the drops are there. But then also I recommend spot checking it, because I think you might see that quite a few of those pages actually are ranking. And if you're using a tool like SEMrush, it's just reporting on it incorrectly. Okay, and that was the case with quite a few websites that I looked at. So that's the Google Medic update, and I will keep you updated on how things go there. So now diving into the news. So first thing is there's this really interesting new marketing integration between Agile One and Criteo. So Criteo is a great way to advertise online, and they have a new integration where they can track people who actually bought in a brick and mortar store. They can upload that to Criteo, and then as a result of that, they can either not do remarketing ads to them, or they can do ads specifically to them. So they're taking this offline data, real customer purchases, putting it into Criteo, and now they're able to do targeting based off of that. So that's exciting. We're seeing a lot more stuff like that coming out on the paid media front. Next thing is Pinterest is rolling out wide video formats to all advertisers now. So now you can do videos 16 by 9, and this is 4 times bigger than their standard ad videos. So a new ad video format for Pinterest. This could have an impact for your business. And then next, Google is going to be adding a third headline to Google search ads. So if 2 headlines weren't enough, you are in luck because now you have a third option. And the way that they're doing this is basically, it doesn't actually go 1, 2, 3. It's like it wraps and stays on the first 2 lines right there. So these dynamic search ads, which are basically ads that respond directly to queries and are automated in some ways. Check out the YouTube video I did on dynamic search ads if you'd like to learn about them, are now getting a little bit more inventory. And they're really kind of pushing these things pretty hard. I've heard they work quite well when talking to some of our paid media experts. If the client has the ability and they're okay with giving up a little bit of control over the messaging. Next thing is LinkedIn hits 575 million members, which is great. So that network continues to expand. And then on the flip side, Snapchat has reported a decline in active users. And you know what? I'm not really surprised. I actually stopped using it myself, and I'm seeing a lot of other people stopping using it, and businesses are losing interest in it. So, you know, hey, it might come back. You never know. Everybody has a bad month every once in a while. And, you know, Twitter's definitely been through that and has come back very strong. But right now, things not looking great for Snapchat. So they reported a decline in daily active users from 1.9 million in Q1 to from 191 million in Q1 to 188 million in Q2. So they're seeing a little bit of a dip there. On the other end of the spectrum, Reddit is reporting higher engagement. So Reddit, one report showed that its active audience increased by 30% over the last 6 months. So they're really doing a good job with that community, keeping people engaged, keeping people invested. So Reddit, you know, continues to do well and own that niche of quirkiness, which they have. Next thing, Facebook is rolling out updates to business pages. So a couple things are coming on here that you need to know. So first, the company's adding a recommendations feature that's going to enable users to leave a review of your business on the platform. And then, so that's been around for a while and you can do that right now, but now they can actually add in photos and business tags, and these business tags look like hashtags, right? So they're basically hashtags that are going to allow the business and the review type information to show up and be used as other data points within Facebook. So that's kind of interesting. And then in addition to that, Facebook is going to allow pages to include a set of action buttons. So things like send a message, place an order, or book an appointment. And they're also going to be expanding the visibility of their page stories. So stories kind of where everything's headed right now. You know, Google tried to do it and it didn't really work quite as well as they'd hoped. I think they're going to keep pushing it, but Instagram stories getting a lot more attention now than it used to, and starting to rival the feed in many ways. And now Facebook business pages, that story feature is going to be even more prominent. So that's definitely something that's top of mind for me, you know, working with our team to make creative assets and just having the best darn ads out there for ourselves and our clients and creative that all has the correct messaging and look and feel and attracts people to the brand. So keep an eye on that. Now, there's a couple other things that Facebook is working on. So support for business details like hours of operation, price range, and most recent offers. They're looking to add things like that. These are things that Google My Business has added. These are things that Yelp has added. They're looking to add the ability to sell tickets on Facebook. If you're looking to market an event, Facebook, great way to do it. I was recently speaking at an event a couple weeks ago. The person spent a few $1,000s and was able to get, you know, around 50 or 80 people to show up there. So a great way to get people to an event for an inexpensive price. And then finally, they're expanding their job listings to all regions. So Facebook jobs, I haven't really used it much for our recruiting here, but I think some people are using it, and they're expanding it. So it's interesting. So that's the digital marketing news for this week. Always exciting, always a lot going on. Recently posted a couple of really cool webinars to our YouTube page, and I've got a bunch of new videos coming out on some things that I feel are innovative and are going to be really important for marketing in the future. So keep an eye out. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.